And a good morning to you all. It is a Wednesday, and we are looking at some windy conditions to start out the day. I got the heater on, it's right above me, so if you're hearing kind of a background noise there, that's what it is. Boys, it's kind of cold in here when we get that wind. We've talked about it before. It's coming right in through the wall. I think it just seems that way. But boy, look at all that wind there. It's been gusting 35 to about 40 miles an hour. Let's see if that's gone up at all. Check out the latest wind gust here. Almost 40, 39 at the airport, and that is just in the past hour. You can see a lot of wind gusts well into the 20s, even near 30 away from the lake shore. So we do have our share of some really gusty winds for the day. But going back to the live shot here, to the live camera here at the airport, not a lot of precipitation here falling in the region. And let's check out some of the other sites here. Let's go to Edinburgh right now, where we have again some pretty decent wind throughout the region, and the roadways appear to be wet. Temperature at Edinburgh did get above freezing. Was a little bit concerned for maybe a little bit of black ice in some of the roadways here. You can see Chestnut Street still with some kind of slushiness and some snowfall on the road itself. And there you can see, oh, there's a salt truck right there laying down a bit. Let's see, is he going to back up? Yep, he's going to back up and go the other way. Okay, maybe he's putting salt on the. But anyway, it's good to see the municipalities out and about putting some stuff on the roadways for the day. Now, the reason I was a little concerned here, um, when we go to the storm tracker, we find that we have what appears to be a rather nice area of some precipitation in the form of some rain and wet snow, perhaps a little bit of a mix in there as we get on to go on through the morning. So you saw the temperatures here, and temperatures close to freezing. But what is happening, our relative humidity is still basically at or under 75%. So a lot of that precipitation appears to be uh, evaporating before reaching the ground. Still, when you look at that, precipitation may still give a little bit of a freezing mix. Not too worried north of 90, Erie, Fairview, Northeast, Harbor Creek, but areas south, uh, McCain, Corey, Edinburgh, you know who you are, basically south of 90. It might be a little bit of a mix. The other thing to watch, I was traveling Robinson Road again early this morning. Those gusts going on a lot of open fields there in Robinson Road, like many east-west roadways there, like Route 6 and some of the other ones. Open areas could be covered with snow as the wind blowing some of that snow out over the roadways. So watch for that as you plan your travels. You can go along, the road looks pretty good, then you hit that open area, and man, it just gets covered with snow. And if you're going at 45, 50 miles an hour and you hit that snow band, it gets a little dicey there. So just be wary of those two things as you plan your travels for the morning, which should otherwise be a fairly, not too bad of a day here. Latest on our satellite radar composite here with the fronts. The front here, a lot of wind, not a lot of precipitation with it. And you can see, again, a bit of a mix here, and mainly light rain, as most of the temperatures in Ohio have gone above freezing. So if you are below freezing, I suspect that, by 10 o'clock, you should be above freezing or close to it, and then things should be okay on the roadways for the rest of the day. As the front goes by, though, it's going to get much colder, and in fact, we do expect the winds again to shift. So we head on toward the afternoon hours. Winds shift toward the northwest, and then we'll quickly go to the north. And you can see the little lake effect may develop tonight, but the main bands will be forming Ashtabula County, heading into the eastern suburbs of Cleveland during the nighttime hours Thursday night. and into Friday. We just won't get a lot of snow out of the system, just a lot of cold air that will stay entrenched probably into the weekend here. So, who's chatting today? Let's see. You're starting to creep in here. Kind of a slow start. That wind keeping you asleep, perhaps. Hello, Kim. Good to see you out there. Corey. Robert, hello to you at Wave Point here, delivering yeast. Oh, okay. So that sounds kind of, that's different. Delivering yeast. How cool is that? Yeah, they will be, Robert. Though I'm not, I'm not. I don't mind cold. I don't mind snow so much. Even though I got stuck pretty good in those big snows. That wind, boy, I'll tell you what. I That wind just cuts right through. As I get older, I just don't have that wind. Don't like it today. Yes, Kim, a little meltdown for the day. Hello to you, Lori. Still holding at 33. Good to you. Good that you're above that freezing mark. Kate Becky, you're now at 32. It is dark out over the lake, and yeah, we're getting a lot of that precipitation, just not a lot of it reaching the ground. Hey, Celine, good morning to you. Hello, Jim. Jim Edwards. Good morning as well. And yeah, they will be complaining, Robert. I won't as much. It's easier to get comfortable in the heat than it is when you got that biting cold. Despite my best efforts to insulate the house, it seems like it's always cold. Or maybe I'm just getting old and don't like it anymore. Hello, Kathy. Good morning to you. Have yourself a great day as well. Again, how are things looking as we head on through the day on this National Popcorn Day? And I did the rendition of the popcorn song. Those of you my age will remember it. It went something like this. Remember that song? Huh? Popcorn by the group Hot Butter. And why not? Would you expect any other group to make a song called Popcorn? So Dave played it on his phone this morning. It is National Popcorn Day. How do you like your popcorn? What do you like on it there? I mean, me, I love popcorn. I'll take it any way. I enjoy Cracker Jack, and I don't mind, the sweetness of kettle corn, and I don't mind some of the sweet coverings. But for me, I mean, I love just good old real butter and salt. I also like olive oil. Sometimes I'll make the popcorn olive oil. We usually pop our own popcorn, though. We did get nostalgic. We did get the Jiffy Pop. You remember those in the foil? Thank you, heater, for going off. And the foil, and you watch that foil just get larger and larger. It was a staple in our home. But now, we make our own popcorn, my wife and I. And I like to pop it in olive oil. I'll spray a little bit of olive oil spray, put some garlic salt and Italian seasoning. That's how I like it. But I tend to like the salt and seasoning. But I don't mind I don't mind the sweetness. I don't mind the sweet ones there. But go and grab some popcorn today on this National Popcorn Day. And we got a lot of them. My wife likes the butter. She likes to put Parmesan cheese on it, which I enjoy as well. Again, I like the Italian seasoning, like dill. Sometimes put a little dill on there. And so go on our Facebook page and let us know. How do you like your popcorn? What do you like on it? And a lot of people like the Parmesan cheese. We had a lot of Parmesan. Um, yeah, theater popcorn. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, yeah, when you drench it in that fake butter and salt, it's hard to say no. But it is good stuff, I do admit. Glad you liked it. Yes, Lord. I'll tell you what, that sound, the popping sound, and I told Dave this story, and true story here. When I was about 8 years old, my dad made that sound, and I'm like, hey, how do you do that, Dad? And I go, I just couldn't get it to go. He spent an hour with me until I got to make that sound. And my father wasn't one to, he was pretty laid back and pretty easygoing, and never would do. He never did anything like that with me ever again. But he was determined to make sure that I could make that sound. And obviously, it's gotten me so far in life where I can make the popcorn song and make it sound real. But yeah, right hand to God, that's a true story. My father forced me to learn how to make that sound, the popping sound. Um, and to this day, it's a great pop sound. I can make pop gun sound. It was fun when you play with the kids, but that's about all I could do. Uh, Parm, gotta love the Parmesan. Glad you like it too, there, Lori. Hello, Moxie Jim. You remember the popcorn song "Hot Butter"? I don't remember what year. Gosh, I couldn't have been real old, maybe 10. So probably talking early 70s, perhaps when that came out. Um, um, I have many hidden talents, Lori, that get me absolutely nowhere. Absolutely, just ask my wife. Uh, it's like, okay, Lori, you got garlic salt. Is um, Parmesan. Okay, Park. Oh, I see. All right. I should have read the earlier one there. And yeah, a little hot sauce. A lot of people like the hot sauce. As most of you know, I'm a spice guy. I'm not a heat person. I'm not a real fan of hot sauce or Tabasco. Now, my wife likes a little heat. Me, you know, just give me garlic. Put garlic and onion, and I'm a happy man. Hello, Patricia. Good to see you this morning, and glad that you're all here for it today. And let's go now that you know my one hidden talent. Let's go to the 7-day forecast here. I'll figure out what the second one is before I'm 60, which isn't too long, really. Windy, highs around 40 today, a little rain or wet snow. Then it's cold, cold, cold. But as mentioned, not a lot of lake effect for tonight and tomorrow. Lori, you may get an inch, perhaps two, out there in the lake effect land there, but little here and there. Just cold. Bundle up. Friday, dry and cold. We're not getting out of the teens. Little moderation on Saturday. Some hits, some waves of snowfall Sunday into next Tuesday, maybe a little lake effect, a little bit of waves. None of them are really impressive, but definitely staying in the deep freeze. And looking a little farther ahead, we'll have more hits of some cold temperatures as January acting more like January after we had such a very mild and snow-free December. We're just getting back into more typical stuff. Around 1970. Thank you, Jim. I thought it was around there. Like I said, I know I wasn't all that old when it came out. So there you have it, people. You may have heard things go off here. Had the alarm go off. That means it's almost time for the Fox show. Good to talk to you as always on this hump day. Enjoy this warmth. Get a little rain or wet snow. Watch again for a little slickness on the roadways early this morning. Let's do this again tomorrow. Have a great day.